Well, well, well. Hello there again, YouTube. How are you doing today? Welcome back to yet another VOD. This is our 15th VOD. And we are going to get right into it because we have a lot to do. Last time we got 5 auto petters. And we got a whole heck of a lot of golden animal crackers. And the first thing I want to do is make sure that our counters are up to date. So, looks like we have 324 animal crackers total. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome back. Oh, you're first in line today. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Excuse me. Having a little seltzer on the side. Orb, how are you doing? Mrs. Shift has been watching for 15 consecutive streams. That's because she's my day one, my ride or die. Alright, so it looks like we've got 36 auto petters so far out of 9,000 golden mystery boxes. We're a little behind, but we got plenty more to open. Today we're going to be opening our 10,000th mystery box. But before we go on a box opening spree, I think it makes sense to do a little bit more grinding because so far we've only got 1,500 in here. And that's not enough right now. We also need to upgrade a deluxe coop as well, since our big coops are starting to get overflowed and I want to keep those moving. Hi, Mantis. Welcome, everybody. So happy to see all of you. Welcome to another wonderful stream. I've implemented a new gift, a new reward. I don't really know why I called it a gift, but you get the idea. If you would like to venture to see what the gift is, you may take a look. Nice amount of mist right there. Get to deal with this guy again. Yeah, I updated it to 4 times a week. Alrighty. Well, first thing I want to do is get my butt grinding, but I also have to buy an upgrade from...
That's my purse! I don't know you!
That's my purse! Sigh. What do you mean, sigh? You love coming here. I know you do. I know you do. Pretend all you want. I know you love my stream. Oh, picked a pineapple. Oh, picked another pineapple. Oh, picked an ancient fruit. I guess I'm never drinking this espresso. Don't tell anybody that. That's our little secret. Did you know they make fizzy lifesavers? What? They make lifesavers as a soda? That is incredible. What a fantastic idea. I wonder what kind of chemicals they put in that. You know I love chemicals. Let's get this to an appropriate volume. Guys, how's the background music sound? I want it to be barely audible. Just like a light underscoring. Oh, it's just a fizzy hard candy. Well, how do they do that? That sounds dangerous. Is it like Warheads? You guys ever have Warheads? They make my mouth pucker, because that's a thing now. They can make fizzy candy. Incredible. Chemicals, yeah, that's usually the secret. That's usually the secret. Let's go to the dig site. We're looking for ginger. I gotta. Got me them dry lips. Now I'm ready to stream. And my lips are ready to go. Alrighty. How's everybody doing tonight? We got another grind set going today. Gonna be a whole lot of what you've been seeing. I don't even know why I break all these. Ginger can only spawn over here anyways. Oh, that's nice. My lips are ready to go is a great first thing to show up to. Yeah, well, yeah, they are. What do you want to do with them? Don't be weird. I don't need any of this junk. Away with you, junk. Oh, frick. Why do I have stone in here? I was supposed to have stone in there. Alright, we need to go and get some stuff from Robin, so let's go do that. How you doing, BT Game TV? Sir Bryce? Sir Bryce a lot? Did you guys get baited by my notification on Discord? You guys curious what the new reward is? I can't wait for someone to redeem it. You said, nope, I come just because I love you, Shift. That's what Mantis said. She said, nope, you're a handsome fella. I'm just here to look at your face. I did disappear, Whiteboard. I disappeared, Whiteboard.
For a good reason. It's still...
_ has initiated a hostile voice takeover.
That's the...
Local
yes, thank
control
you.
has been suspended for the next 200 seconds.
Fantastic. We now have the first hostile takeover of my voice, and now I have to sound like a chipmunk. I've also added an indicator for when the voice... So I can't control the hotkey now, guys. Ooh, I might have to move that. It is over the... it's not too far over. Okay, that's good enough. Let's get to killing. I have to set up my auto clicker here. 17 milliseconds, repeat 80 times. And then we'll put this over here. Shut up, Theodore. Hey! Hey! Listen, this is a hostile takeover. I can't control this. I can't control this. You guys did haggle the price. There is a limit. Someone, I'm sure, tonight is going to find the limit. And if they don't find it tonight, they're going to find it, they're going to find it on Saturday's stream, because we're going to be going for 10 hours. Got enough people in here I could start a prediction. How many golden mystery boxes are we going to get today? We started pretty late, so let's go, let's say 500 GMB today. Predictions up. Alright. At least 2. Yeah, well, we're already there. Benton on a 15 stream streak has not missed a streak. Thank you so much. Thanks for always being here. Appreciate it dearly. So the hostile voice takeover is something that I implemented that does a lot of things under the surface. It looks like a very simple setup, right? It takes the voice changer that I've been experimenting with for the last week, and it makes it so I have no control over the hotkeys. And it's got its own cool little symbol up there to tell you when it's active. TTS announces it, so it feels like an event, and I literally can't do anything about it for 200 seconds. I felt like 2 minutes was too short. So. How many boxes are we at right now? Thanks, the game window was on presentation mode. Thank you for reminding me. How many boxes are we at right now? We are at 10,270 as of the end of last stream. I'm thinking we'll probably go up to about 12,000, maybe 11,500 after 2 grinding days, and then we'll spend the rest of the day just opening up all the boxes we have. We've been doing pretty poorly on luck. We should have 45 auto petters by now. We've only got 36. I calculated that we are about... it's about a 10% likelihood that you will be this unlucky with a 1 in 200 roll and how many we've opened. So it's not totally ridiculously
unlucky, but we are measurably unlucky so far. Hopefully the luck returns. Now, the nice thing about the voice is that incredible input. I also plan to add at least 20 more sound effects before Saturday. I'll be spending my day off adding sound effects. Thanks for that. And I will be adding a fart sound counter. Now, I'm not sure how I want to do the fart sound counter. Let's fighting love. So I'm gonna add some of the ones we removed from the pool because I feel like we haven't heard them in a while, and that's one thing I want to always do is kind of circulate some, remove them from circulation, add them back in once they've gotten a bit fresher. We'll be adding roughly 20 to 40 before Saturday, and I also want to add 5 to 10 more fart sounds, and I want to get a fart sound counter. Now, I don't want to superimpose on my screen fart counter, so I'm thinking I'll add a fart counter that ticks up one time every time a fart sound plays. I think that'll be appropriate. And then it just goes away when fart sounds aren't playing. I have a feeling it might affect the integrity of our professionality if I just have the words fart counter on my screen at all times. I mean, we have to maintain some semblance of professionalism here. Is it weird if you watch too much TV, you recognize specific burp sound bites being overused, like the Wilhelm scream of burps? Do you recognize one of those? Here at Shift Enterprises, we maintain integrity and professionalism, but we also aren't scared to have a little bit of fun. We work hard and play hard, and we fart hard too. Simpsons did it. I'm gonna be less heavy-handed with the voice changer, but I want you guys to see this, alright? I want you guys to see this. So...
see that purple up there? That's to show that I'm in chocolate voice mode, right? And then...
and see that? Now I'm in chipmunk mode, right?
and now it's off.
so I won't
Be
be leaving
on
the
voice
chat voice.
changer.
I
Will
will be
able
to
to tell
And I can
switch
between them
as
quickly,
or
as
slowly.
I want.
and that is something I'm very proud of. That took me like 3 hours to figure out today, so... between that and the reward. Been calling me Unk, but he might not be Unk because he is actively talking about farts. I am not ready to be Unk yet. And I'm also not ready for this stream to just be a whole bunch of Unks talking about Unk stuff. I want farts. I like farts. I'm a fart guy.
Oh shit, fart on my roommate's door. Ha.
Exactly. See, the world goes round when you laugh at fart jokes. AMD says, I think killing the orphans with a parrot would give you enough money to afford auto petters. Yeah, absolutely. We did test that, and I have a level 4 parrot egg trinket. We made 2 million G in one day with this method, just using that trinket and selling all the drops on the floor there. The only trouble is I can't buy the auto petters because I have completed the community center, so we don't have access to the Joja Mart, and we cannot purchase the auto petters. So we have to get them from golden mystery boxes. The only other method would be Skull Cavern treasure chests, and I really don't want to do that, so... The rapid voice switching slaps? Thank you. Wait, you mean like in a musical sense, or just like that it's cool? Streamer.bot is an incredible thing, and it's really easy to use, honestly. Little of both.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh man, no more of this not knowing whether I have the voice changer on. I don't even have to ask you guys, I can just see.
I can see right up there that I have the voice changer on. Oh, this is so great. This is just so great. Oh, man.
And and if I fat finger the off key, I won't accidentally leave it on either. And I also change the hotkey so I don't accidentally turn it on to something I almost never use, which is the open and close brackets. A little behind the scenes for you guys. Feeling good. Feeling great. It's been a good week so far. How long until he forgets that the indicator is there? Probably 2 or 3 days. Man, I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long week for me. Been working hard, doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes when the stream's not live, and then of course doing the streams 4 days a week, trying to get into that whole habit. I got a lot of respect for streamers now that I've started. I always thought, oh, it's super easy, and so many people want to be streamers, and they think, oh no, it's so easy. All you gotta do is play your favorite game. No, it's a little bit of a job. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, I really have a great time. A lot more fun doing this than what I do regularly, but it's still something you got to commit to. Today, Mrs. Shift was going out with her parents to pick up a piece of furniture at the thrift store that she noticed a couple of weeks ago. Of course, they were out too late, doing a whole bunch of other malarkey. And thrift store closed at 1 p.m., so they missed it. So now the trouble is, I can't take her on Saturday, and I can't take her tomorrow because I'm working. And that was the only time her parents could go with her. Now we're basically waiting, hoping that what we wanted to pick up at the thrift store is still there. Next time we get a chance to go. Found out that the Savage Ring helps get more boxes. Let's run it. We'll do a day with it next. Is it just the speed buff? Do you think the Warrior Ring doesn't really make a meaningful difference? Could you call and ask them to hold it? Probably, but they also have like 4 of the same piece of furniture, and I don't really know how to describe to them that I want this corner hutch specifically and not that one or the other one. Maybe if they got on FaceTime. Stubblenub asks, what was the piece of furniture? Yeah, there you go. Corner hutch. We have a corner in our living room that's kind of bare, and we have stuff we could display on a hutch. So, perfect answer, corner hutch. The speed buff does help, I believe it. Yeah, I think I've been thinking about ways to add just a
MRS
few...
_shiftesque says, Orphan riot hostage of orphans who riot and hostage orphans with hostages of riots of many orphans that riot and hold orphans hostage in riots of orphans that will orphan like riots and orphan the hostage of orphan who riot with orphans of hostages who riot and kin hostage. Fred is holding orphans hostage in his basement and rioting with orphans who hostage all orphans and riot constantly in the streets. That orphan has a Glock 19 and the orphan is rioting for rights against. Shiftesque.
Someone should make a TV show with that as the plot. Definitely our most action-packed. Action-packed poetry yet. I'm completely unthreatened by the orphans, like IRL, but if one of them did have a Glock 19, then that would certainly be troublesome. Fred saying Glock 19 was hilarious. He said it fine. What do you mean? He said Glock 19. Glock 19. You should just TTS a bunch of gun names and see how Fred does. That was expert poetry. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm actually speechless. Getting upstaged on my own stream by professional Shakespeare over here. Orphan, riot, hostage of orphans. Who riot and hostage orphans. With hostages of riots of many orphans. That riot. Is that copy pasta? Yeah, no, but yeah. I mean, if you were to start copy pastaing it, and I don't know why people don't copy pasta more of his work. Oh yes, his thing is that he likes to write poetry. And then I can't be bothered to read it because it's usually 500 characters long. So someone kind enough to TTS's it for him. I've never seen anyone copy pasta one of his poems, though. They're all originals. Here we go. Here we go. Let the copy pasta begin. Should consider self-publishing. He should have a book of these poems. He's already made like 18 of them. He's just being charitable, giving them away for free here. I gotta go open more golden mystery boxes after today. We're gonna do 1,000, and then we'll do a little bit more grinding. We'll try out that that savage ring instead of the warrior ring. Spam them as much as you want. I think it's funny. I actually had to go and change the chat overlay. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I reduced the font by about 20% in size because when Oh Yes would post his incredible poetry, it would like get cut off because the chat wasn't big enough to house that amount of characters, so I had to shrink it. Now we get a full text wall. Oh, hydration.
Shift. Stubblenub has issued a legally binding hydration
Oh, thank
order.
you, Stubblenub.
Compliance is mandatory.
I know the drill by now. I'm drinking seltzer. Oh, it's nice and cold. It's been a cool day today. Been a lot cooler than it's been the last few weeks. I didn't even have to run my AC. I only turned it on because I do get a little sweaty sometimes when I stream, so I do got it on right now, but I didn't have it on for most of the day. Got my first power bill since owning my own home. And I gotta say, I think parents just have no chill. I don't know. I don't use a lot of power. That number was a lot lower than I thought it was going to be. I got an $80 power bill. And running my AC regularly and this PC 5 nights a week, I thought it'd be a lot more, but what do I know? Just some kid. Alrighty, so we got 725 more. So 725, and then we'll put here started using Savage Ring. Alright. So this brings our total up to just under 11,000. Just under 11,000 combined. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's go open 1,000 golden mystery boxes. And I'm going to start a prediction. You think we'll get 5 auto petters out of them? 5 auto petters. Do you think we're due? I think we're due. I think we're due for a good one. We're also not living with 3 other people. What's the heat? Gas or hydro? It is gas. We use gas. We have a gas water heater. We have not used any heat because it's been hot. It costs like 4 cents to leave a light on. We don't even do that. I mean, we're very good about not leaving lights on too. I think we cut a lot of corners purposefully, but we don't run laundry all the time, for example. We do a good job. Winter will have different prices then. When the gas starts coming in, it'll be a lot, but the gas was only 27 this month, for example, so pretty good. Pretty darn good. All right, we got 14 more golden animal crackers as well, putting our total at, I think we had 324. I put 323 here by accident, putting our total at 338 so far, which is great. I just want to check on our chickens. I don't think I have any hatching. Okay, I do. All right, well, Chubble Nub. I know we haven't named one after you yet. Any viewers out there who want to be named after a chicken, please just share a chat and I will name a chicken after you. That is all you have to do. No commitment, no following, no subscribing. Just say a word and I will name a chicken after you. Let's see. Anybody else here who I haven't named a chicken after yet? AMD 4070. ShayMD it is. All right. Now Sylvie got one. Alrighty. I think that's everybody. Rosanium. Woo. All right. You're going to get one too. Hey, that's how you get the lurkers talking, guys. Is okay to lurk. Never scared of people lurking. But to the lurkers, if you're ever going to talk, now would be the time because I'm naming chickens. There's Chantis. Oh, yeah, we got Chantis. All right, now we got to start coming up with other names. I was going with fruit, so we had Chorange, Chinana, and Chapel. Let's go with Chemin. And then we'll go with, I don't know, what's another fruit? What do you guys got? Throw fruits at me. Chitler is planning his invasion of Choland. Alrighty. Well, alrighty then. Oh, we can name that one Fru. I saw Chiwi. Chiwi it is. Forget about Kiwis. Also, I need a speed buff. All right. I don't know. Okay. I don't even know what that's supposed to be a reference to. We got Chinana, we got Chinandler, and Troz. I guess that'll work. There's bound to be a few of them that are gibberish. Let's put these here. All right, and then Iggy. Rambutan is a fruit? No way. That's like I've never heard that fruit before. But now that we're thinking about exotic fruit, let's go with Dragon fruit, which just barely fits. Shenandler, I need a ball. What is this a reference to? I've actually never seen Friends. Don't crucify me. Never seen Friends. Also don't have any. Except Mr. Shift. She's alright. We are going to go open these 1,000 mystery boxes. Just you wait. Don't watch it now. It's very, very cringe now. I thought it was always cringe. If something is very, very cringe now, that just means it was always cringe. Did not age well. What didn't age well about it? Now you've got my curiosity. Also, let's see. Wow. Wow. Nobody wants to gamble on the boxes because nobody's sure. That's funny. Some of the jokes didn't age well. I was watching one of those black and white shows, Gunsmoke, with my father-in-law the other night, and was pretty good. I gotta say, I've never given any of those old shows a chance. I've always thought they were just like Unk Central, but pretty good shows, not gonna lie. Oh, let's get the auto clicker set up. Because I cannot be bothered to open these up myself. Oh, you didn't realize there was a prediction? Alright, here's the deal, guys. Since only 2 people participated and barely bet anything, we're going to return the points, and I will give you an opportunity to gamble once more. The question is, are we going to get 5 auto petters today? Alright, it's yes or no. You got 5 minutes. I will give you one more shot to gamble because I see nobody really hit that, and I'm not sure if you guys are just lurking and didn't see it. If you want to gamble, submit your bets. His mom was a drag star, not trans. That sounds horribly uncomfortable. Although, well, anyways, how many boxes? How many boxes? We're gonna do 1,000 boxes. Unk AF, but Gunsmoke is the better one. Bonanza is like the One Piece of old westerns. 1,000 episodes of nothing. Yeah, I actually liked Gunsmoke. I watched the first episode of season 7, which is that's like the first season they have available on Peacock. I don't know what the hell they were doing with the first 6 seasons, but I like it. I like the old school vibe. I gotta say, that's back when they cared a lot more about dialogue, which is a very just underappreciated aspect of entertainment these days. Nothing beats a good old dialogue, you know? But 2 people can carry an entire scene just sitting there doing absolutely nothing with good dialogue. And obviously a good plot line that carries the whole point of the dialogue. But Ross's lesbian ex-wife and shit. So they made a lot of gay jokes in Friends. Is that the idea? Time to sit back and let my auto clicker just do all the work. Oh, yep. I got holes in my shirt, guys. I don't recommend buying this brand. I actually don't even know what brand it is. I bought these on Amazon. They were like, oh yeah, extra oversized t-shirts, but you know, the seam doesn't frickin' actually connect. So if I like pull it off, guess what? Hole's getting ripped. I feel like a caveman. Pits out on main? Oh yeah. What the hell is that emote? Mrs. Shift could sew it, but honestly, these are like 29 bucks for 3 shirts. In the future, I think I'm just gonna buy Hanes. Get 6 for $10. But if you see me with the pits out, just know that I am fully aware I have holes in my shirt and I don't care. Alright? Just so we're all on the same page. Exclamation sniff. That's crazy, honey. That's bad, Mrs. Shift. We should put an exclamation sniff in there. Alright, time to clean up the inventory a bit. Are you a smart fella or a fat smeller? And you're a fat smeller, Meg. Let's just say I'm a connoisseur of flatulence. I have a couple of props I dug out from storage over here to the left of me. I figured I could get some color commentary out of them, like Carrot Top. This is my chicken. Right? If you guys watched Huge Ass, you know who this chicken is. All right, this is Mildred the chicken in plushie form. That's all I got. Is this good prop comedy? Boy, I love opening golden mystery boxes. Feels good, man. Feels right. Totally glad I made the decision to do this entirely vanilla. Too soon? Too soon? Yeah, I know you just watched it. Too soon. There you go. Look into Mildred's eyes. This is just a Mildred stream now. I should get a VTuber version of me as Mildred. I'm seriously thinking about making the Huge Ass sequel. I really think it would go over well. Project Zomboid's getting really big again. Like a Mildred to the flame. Oh God. If you know, you know. What do you guys think about the title tonight? Opening my 10,000th golden mystery box and questioning my life decisions. I'm definitely questioning them. I am definitely questioning them. I mean, let's talk about what we do after the grind, because that's always helpful for getting through the grind, right? It feels like we've been doing this all week, and it's just this agonizing event, right? I gotta say, it is agonizing to a degree, but we gotta keep in mind the goal here. The goal is, once we get these auto petters, we just long sleep and pump out chickens. And honestly, by the time we get the auto petters, we should have all the golden animal crackers we need anyways. So I'm just saying, it's perfectly possible that by maybe this time next week, after a 10-hour grind this weekend and a few more streams next week, that we're done with this section of the grind. I don't know what's been worse though. The dove grind was pretty painful, but this is a high level of pain. What is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? You're just gonna throw 5,000 bits at me, you absolute legend. What are you doing? What are you doing throwing 5,000 bits at me? What are you doing? That is... Thank you, dearly. That's the most bits I've ever gotten at once. That is insane. You're an insane person. They were just gonna go to waste. I'll choose to believe you. I really hope you didn't just buy those to give to me. That is so kind to you, and I really don't know what to say. Man, that's the kind of stuff that makes the grind feel a lot more worth it, I guess. I mean, here we are grinding. Bows, we're not worthy. Had these bits lying around. I don't need them. Man, that's insane. Thank you. Did you guys like the bits notification? I thought someone had played a sound effect. I didn't realize that's the bits notification. It's the first time it's ever been rolled. So that's if you roll more than 1,000 bits, which I never expected to roll. Show Danny my drawing if it's still up. Danny, can you send, because we couldn't figure this one out. All right, here, I'll leave this, here's what I'm gonna do, okay? Hang on, I'm gonna leave this on autopilot, but I gotta, make sure the inventory is relatively empty first. All right, hopefully it doesn't fill up too quickly. So whiteboard kind of became less. We removed it from the roles, but I was thinking about keeping like some funny stuff on the whiteboard in the background, and we were trying to draw that Yoshi emote that you use. I can't even remember what it's called, and I couldn't find a picture of it. So this is Mrs. Schiff's rendition from memory, and then she gave up around the ass cheek area because she couldn't quite get the definition right. Yeah, that's what it is. I'll make sure I log that so we can draw a better version of that. But yep. Alrighty, back to work. That was working in the background, which is great. You can improve. I think it came out good. It's a sexy Yoshi. Modern Day Neat hits you with the Kakashi thumbs up. Very good. Love that. Lovity-dovity-dovity. But yeah, once we're done with this golden mystery box grind, I mean, things are going to go so quickly. Most of the challenge is, at this point, this. And then, like, you guys will get to type in the classic, I was here, when I build that 600th golden clock. Now that I think about it, I wonder how many... I gotta think about how I want to do that. I mean, I could spend a whole bunch of days just kind of grinding, and they might take a little longer to get through. Alrighty, Danny. Well, thank you dearly. Thank you dearly. Thanks for keeping the stream going. That means a lot. Profound Seller Virgin Prize. What is this? What is this assortment of words you have just posted? Thanks for those bits. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, and thanks for the bits. Now, in terms of strategy here, we're probably going to want to long sleep and get the golden chicken set up. And my thoughts are basically this. Like, we could flex on them, right? It would be faster in real person time for me to just sleep continuously and let the golden chickens cook and pay for the golden clocks that way. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do. I would love to be like, oh, look at me. I think I'm going to debut and show that you can also stab orphans at the same time and get this much gold. But there's absolutely no reason at that point for me to commit to spending every day also stabbing orphans to make the gold just so I could do it faster, when I could realistically provide an extrapolated calculation based on like 2 or 3 days of gold grinding there at the witch's hut and add it to what I would have gotten from the golden chickens passively, which is a fixed amount. And then I could say, well, this is how quick I could have done it, but I did it in this few days still. And then that just basically like closes the door on the whole subject, and the the speculative conclusion could be drawn from the few tests instead of doing it the whole time. RPG 7 Al Yassim 105mm rocket launcher. Valid counterpoint. I got a stream idea, guys. I really do. I should have like a 24/7 golden mystery boxes being open stream. I should have a macro that just dumps anything that isn't a stackable item, like these swords and the bait and the bobbers. I should just have golden mystery boxes being opened in perpetuity. YouTube seems to like it. To everybody watching on YouTube, I just want to comment on this, guys. If you are ever... Oh, we got one auto petter. Yay! Pog! Auto petter! Whoa! Woo! So we do have a VODs channel. I just want everybody watching to know that, because the VODs channel is getting the live streams uploaded every day. Every time we do a live stream, I usually upload the VOD the next day. Sometimes it takes me 2 days, but usually I do it every following day. And if you're ever missing a stream live, you can at least go and subscribe to the VODs channel. It is shiftesque VODs. It is in my link tree. You can find in the link below if you're on Twitch. Or you can access it by just searching up shiftesque VODs. Just want to plug that because not a lot of people know the VODs channel exists. Not everybody can catch the streams live. If you want to stay up to date on what's going on, let's say you're studying or you're doing some monotonous stuff that you would normally listen to a podcast, you're looking for something to listen to, you can always access the VODs at shiftesque VODs. That's my plug. I had to remind myself to plug the VODs channel today, so there's the plug. Oh, man. I'm not scared to drink too many liquids on stream today, guys. Do you know why? Mrs. Shiftesque got me something. Oh, second auto petter pog. Mrs. Shiftesque got me something here. All right. You see this? You see this? This is a piss capture device, right? So what you do is you piss in this hole, and then it comes out the other end. And what I have down here is a bucket that a reservoir, if you will, that captures all of it, so I don't have to get up to take a piss break, right? It's quite useful for people who play things like League of Legends or other MMOs. Just know that if you hear any drizzling going on down off to the side, it's just me having a piss. Just a little casual piss on stream. Because sometimes you just got to do that when you're a streamer, you know? Takes commitment. What? What the fuck? Oh, guys, I knew I'd be opening mystery boxes today, so I had to prepare a joke that would be funny. He's lost it. He's lost it. Everybody's clicking off. They're done. This guy stinks! It's the piss bucket, not me, okay? I had asparagus. I'm sorry.
If you needed clarification, I am kidding. I am joking. There is not an open bucket of piss under my desk right now. This is for cleaning out dryer lint, okay? You fucking degenerate. What do you think I am? I'm a professional. Here at shiftesque Industries, we pride ourselves on professionalism. All right?
But I hope you found that funny. I hope you got a little giggle out of that while you watch me suffer through opening my 10,000th golden mystery box by hand. I tell you, the auto clicker does make this a little easier on my hand and on my brain. But, you know, then comes this is basically just a chatting stream now because I'm sitting here with doing nothing, just talking. Oh. You know what? I got something for this. Hang on, guys. I got something for this. Wait. You ready? Hang on. All right. Oh, perfect. Can I? Oh man. I don't know if Oh, crap. Okay, wait a minute. We have technology. Hang on. All right. We'll do this. Okay, wait. No. Oh, crap. Hang on. I don't even know what I did. I think I resized the source recording. This isn't worth it anymore. It's not worth it anymore. We're not doing it. We're not doing Subway Surfer on screen until I figure out a way to do that. Hang on. No, wait. I mean, I can figure it out. I know I can figure it out. Hang on, guys. Bear with me. I can't believe we got. Are we live still? Everything's good. Venting with the Krober. I'm surprised I was able to get the live stream connected still without any issue. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. So OBS crashed because I tried to resize Stardew. So hey, third auto petter. Oh, we're actually pretty lucky today. Why did we get kicked? You guys got kicked because I'm an idiot. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. I wanted to play Subway Surfer for you, but I'm afraid the should I try? I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna do it again. We're gonna do it. All right, hang on. We're gonna do it. All right, we're gonna just put this over here. Right? You got. Oh, no! Don't do that. Don't resize. Windows, you're not being helpful. All right, hang on. We're gonna make this guy really small so he's not. Right. All right. That's as small as I can get it, and then we can still see. The golden mystery boxes being opened. Right. All right. Hang on. No. Maybe. Let's. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you guys can still see it. You might be chatting over it, but there you go. Now you got something to watch. Perfect. Is this bit working? Is this a good bit? Are we bidding? Good bit? Bad bit? Thumbs up, thumbs down? How's the bit, guys? Can we review the bit? All right. Enough bidding. Hang on, guys. We're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. Don't worry. I felt like it was a good bit. You guys don't get it. It's fine. It's fine. I try to think of things to put on screen when I'm doing this ridiculous crap. Modern day neat with the face palm. That was fun. Well, at least we didn't lose the stream. I'll have to check my I might have to work with the bot a little bit now. Oh, that's an interesting. I like that. I like that emote. The dancing truffles. Oh, that's yeah. Well, that's something. Whose emotes are those? I love how Stream Elements has updated the stream now saying we're now live. I wonder if the I wonder if that's gonna screw with my stream stats. It's gonna mess with my average stream length. Oh well. What are these emotes? Whose emotes are these? Oh, it's Algo. Oh, Algo's emotes. I see. Like a little truffle crab. Little truffle crab. Rock lobster. We're doing pretty well, guys. We got 4 auto pet. 4 auto petters, and we only opened 400. Oh my god!
I got a little excited there. Sorry about that.
You might have lost points? What do you mean? Does that mess with people's stream streaks? hope not. That's what I get for trying to run Silver Surfer. Subway Surfer? Silver Surfer? Same thing. Totally normal technical difficulty. Perfectly normal. You know what I should do? Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. I can do this. I know exactly how to do this. All I have to do is make it a source. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All I have to do is make it a source in OBS, and then I can move it over and put it on the screen while we're doing this. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. I think I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Nah, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not going to do it right now. I might do it before Saturday's stream because we're going to be opening Golden Mystery Boxes probably 7 hours. And I think a little 7 hours Subway Surfer combo. What are some things? What do you maybe I could just you know what I could do? I put some Call of Duty Zombies. Just a little. This is what they do, guys. This is what they do now. So like Caleb Hammer's doing this on the financial audit lately. His editor, like during a boring moment where nothing's happening, 5 auto petters. 5. Guys, we're so lucky. We're so lucky. That's twice as many as we should have right now. Pog, Believers, Complete Prediction. Believers. Good All right. Calm down. All right. Will we get 2 more auto petters today? Yes or no? 2 minutes. Go. Now it turning around? Yes. Now our luck is turning around. Exactly. Exactly. All right. So, as I was saying, financial audit, I've noticed that, like, on the incredibly talky scenes, the editor is literally just like, hey, guys, I know this scene is not great. Like, he puts it in text on the screen, and he's just like, here, just watch some Subway Surfer, or watch this guy play Call of Duty Zombies, or, you know, some nonsense just to keep the brain active, because in the modern era we're all like dual screening like all the time, right? So, you know, it basically helps engage the viewer a little bit, give them a little shiny something to watch while they're listening to the other stuff. We're almost, yeah, this is 41. We're still poor luck for now, but we're almost to a point where we are at the expected number of auto petters dropped. So pretty good. I gotta say. Guys, should I plug Twitch to the YouTube people, or should I just be glad that they're still here after my technical difficulty earlier? We got 52 people watching over on YouTube. Pretty. What is that a reference to? Shift U. I have no idea what that's a reference to. Twitch loves Roblox, so no thanks. What does that mean? What does that mean, Grace? I've never played Roblox in my life, just so you know, so you're safe with me. We can rip on Roblox together. What did Roblox do to you? What? More YouTube watchers than Twitch? I say count your blessings. I honestly, I mean, I see Twitch, the Stardew category for Twitch is pretty meager, I have to say. It's like not even top 200 anymore. But I see some of the top streamers in the category are pulling like 50 to 100 viewers. And obviously then like you get down to like the top 10 and it's only like 10 to 15 viewers per person. I'm like, wow, what happened to this game? Why is the game so unpopular now? Do you guys think it'll pick up when 1.7 drops? Are all these other games really that great to stream? I'm sure it will too. I still have no answer from Twitch loves Roblox, so no thanks. I just... What did Roblox do? You guys know Roblox is a publicly traded company? Like with shareholders and a board of directors and everything? It's also a grooming round. That's, yes, very true. Is that why we don't like Twitch, YouTube? Shiftesque is very fat and he likes to drink pee because he is a very intelligent person. Ha 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 ha. This is not serious. In reality, are these things that he does or yes? All right, listen. I only know some Spanish, but I think I kept up with that pretty well. I've been made fun of by people who speak Spanish. And I know when I'm being made fun of. Are you making fun of me? That makes sense, Grace. No worries. I appreciate all people watching. Don't worry, no matter what the platform. That's why I stream on both platforms. I have no idea what you're referencing, Fox. Laden Ketchup, that might qualify as the worst investment ever. Still not sure what. American Pie? Oh, with the eyebrow guy. Yeah, I haven't seen American Pie. At least I have, but I have not watched it with sentience equipped. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys know, like one day you became sentient and you started logging memories, and everything before that wasn't really logged in your head? Like you were an NPC until you weren't, kind of thing? Roblox's worst investment, yes, I see. 3rd grade, yeah, for me, it was probably when I was like 20. Yeah, late bloomer. So everything from before then, I just don't remember. I may have seen bits and pieces of things. Of course, I remember Family Guy quite well. Maybe that's why I didn't remember much else, because Family Guy was just such a large part of my memory at the time, and I only had so much room. Yeah. Fat jokes. So Roblox is a bad investment. Who would have guessed? That doesn't surprise me. I mean, you're literally paying for fake currency in a game that I always thought Roblox was kind of like a worse Minecraft, basically. I have like 2 memories from when I was under 1 year old where they, like, you getting your butt wiped. Like, what can you even do as a 1-year-old? You know? Basically just eat and cry and poop. I if you could really remember something from when you were 1, what would it even be? Like playing with a toy, or like looking in the mirror and being like, what is that?
What is that thing? Is that me? What am I? What are these hands? And why does my butt smell? Oh, there's so much to learn. So little time. Before I know it, all the things I love and cherish will be too old for me to truly enjoy.
That's what I would think of as a baby. You still say that every day. Oh my goodness. Sir, have you heard of wet wipes? They're quite useful. Not only babies use them. Oh, I see. Maybe it has to do with learning something. Maybe as children... Oh, we got a 6th auto petter. Sorry, I have to do it every time we get an auto petter. Otherwise, what's the point of any of this? It's a wild thing to have memories that old. They are called dude wipes, thank you. Dude. Like, wipe, dude. You need a wipe, dude. Smells like you don't wipe, dude. Dead Orphan 4. Better luck today? Hell yeah, we've got some really good luck. We have 6 auto petters in under 700 rolls, which is really good. So compared to our first 9,000, we're definitely starting to make up some ground, which is awesome. Hang on, I gotta read this in deep voice.
Dead Orphan 4. The Revenge of Glock 19. Shift never saw what was coming.
Or something like that, I don't know. Like...
Time to get unchambered.
Because the Witch's Hut is a chamber. What would be like the trailer slogan for that?
Dead Orphan 4. Mama's home.
I don't know.
Sharknado. The Orphaning.
I'm curious who has the most channel points hoarded up, because I know some of you be hoarding your channel points. You guys are trying to get free Task Manager, aren't you? You know you can get that for just, like, paying. You know, you guys know Task Manager is... You can buy it. I pay for Turbo. 7 auto petters! Oh my god! Wow. Alright, the believers have that one. Or the believer. 13,561. watch too many people to sub individually. No, I understand. Didn't expect the math to normalize that fast. Yeah, I mean, now we're at a point where 43 for just under 10,000. Yeah, we should be at 50. We're still behind a little bit, but not by much. Not by much. Yeah, Dino Dance for sure. Ah, I see. Well, some people are newer. Yeah, Moondog, I know what you're saying. I happen to know people who have been here for 15 streams by now should have, let's think here. You know, this is a good opportunity to do some math. Let's see. I've done one 10-hour stream, and all my other streams have been about 3 to 4 hours. Let's just call it 3.5 hours. The average person gets 220, not including the sub bonus. So 220, right? Let's assume somebody who's just been lurking this whole time and has never at any point redeemed any reward, right? Let's just assume how many points they could have if they haven't predicted and they've never redeemed a reward, right? So let me just clean up my inventory here and then let autopilot do it while I think here. All right, so, Okay, so 3.5 hours is 210 minutes, right? We'll just take 3.5. We'll do 3.5 times, because I know the per hour. 3.5 times 14. All right. It's 49 plus 10, so 59 hours times 220. Okay. All right, so someone out there might have 13,000 points by now. Venton, the fact that you have 22,000-ish is, yeah. So 13,000 times your, I think it's a 1.2 bonus. So you have more. Yep. And then you also get, you also are probably good at predictions, because I know how analytical you are. Oh my God, when did we get an 8th auto petter? I wasn't even paying attention. Wow. Yes, I'm so happy. Oh, I was so worried. I was so worried we were going to have to get like 40,000 mystery boxes. And now I'm kind of like, just relieved, honestly. You missed most of the bets, but you won one weird one. Mrs. Shift is kind of like a hedge fund. She never really bets what she's thinking. She just bets the opposite of what other people do. She takes the odds, basically. I know this because she was telling me. She's like, yeah, sometimes the predictions, they don't have anyone on the other side, so I just throw my hat in the ring, not realizing that that is what a lot of professional fund managers do on the stock market every day. This is my quant. Way better than the last 2 streams. Need to auto pat myself on the back. Agree says, why masculine tag? I noticed there's a lot of female streamers. A lot of female streamers in Stardew Valley. 9th auto pet. 9!
I apologize. Just get so excited.
Why masculine tag? So I noticed there's a lot of female streamers on Twitch who do Stardew specifically. And I figured, you know what? I want to tell people, I want to let people know before they click that, you know, if you're a dude and you don't really feel like watching a girl play Stardew tonight and you want to get some guy energy, you're probably not going to find much better guy energy in the Stardew category than what I'm bringing to the table. I let you play fart sounds, and we talk about astrophysics and politics and, you know, the right kind of politics. And, you know, just a good old time, you know, crack some brews, you know. I definitely think if, let's ask chat what they think. What do you guys think? Are we, that's kind of gay. You guys don't see it, but Automod blocked him. He said, that's kind of gay. What's gay about it? What do you mean? What's gay about it? Just a bunch of dudes, man.
Finish that croissant. Croissant.
I don't get it. What's gay about that? Just a bunch of guys getting together, being manly. We're just dude bros. I hope we're not too distracting, oh yes. We're just being dude bros, that's all. Are you offended by that in any way, or are you just trying to meme on me? Because if you're offended, I mean, we could talk about it. I mean, I'm probably not going to apologize, but we could definitely talk about it. Anything to distract me from the monotony of opening my 10,000 golden mystery boxes. Apologies to anybody on YouTube who doesn't like my use of the word gay so flagrantly. I assure you I approve of all sexualities and have no ill wills towards anybody. Just so we're all clear on that. You do you. I like when people accept who they are. The big memes, of course. Seems kind of gay. Okay, good. So you're not actually offended. That's good. No, because that was very valid and funny. And that's the kind of energy we have here in this masculine stream. Do you guys think I should remove the masculine tag? Last thing I want is for people to show up and be like, this guy's offensive. He's kind of a weirdo. All right, well, it's like that one meme of the guys, you know, people are huddled up talking and they're like, you suck. And then the other one comes out and he's like, yeah. And then goes back to talking. That's our stream. That's what we do. We have a fun time here. We have a fun time here. Everybody's allowed. Everybody is allowed here. But I won't lie, the energy is something that I have carefully curated, and it is masculine. We do fart. We do curse. We do say some pretty lewd stuff sometimes, and that's okay. It's not your grandma's stream. It's not your grandma's stream, and it ain't your sister's stream neither. Because if it were your sister's stream, all right, you know I'd be there. All right.
You know, I'd be there if it was your sister's stream, all right? As long as your
sister was a legal consenting adult, because that would be weird otherwise. And I apologize if I was too lewd. Chores Cop. I love getting Chores Cop to come up. 10 auto petters. We got 10 freaking auto petters. We have 10 auto petters, guys. We have 10 auto petters. The luck has entirely normalized at this point. We should have about 50 by the end of this stack, and we have now, that brings our total to 46 on the entire opening. He says, bro, my sister would eat you alive. I am certain of that. I am certain of that. That's my best attempt at a Chad Mew. Bet it just looked like I had to poop. That's called OF. Why does AutoMod not ban that? That's interesting. Well, I guess it's allowed, whatever. As long as nobody says it out loud.
Audacious Danny says.
What can I say? I know how to moderate my stream. I know how to moderate my stream. I'll give you your points back. Don't worry. You're fine. I appreciate the attempt. I definitely appreciate the attempt. Let's see. I actually haven't completed requests in a while, so there were like 50-something queued, so I just went to go approve them all. Well, that didn't work. You're gonna have to find another way to get that word to be said on this stream. Now, wait a minute. If you were to redeem that with a space in between, that might work.
Audacious Danny says, OnlyFans, trifler.
Shit. Now I have to fix that. Great. Thanks. Trifler, yes. I did make it so it switches some of the words because, obviously, I don't want you guys to... Fred's Christian. Okay, Fred's not allowed to say some words. It goes against his family code. All right. Fred's kids watch the stream. He doesn't want to be made to say anything too lewd, so he switches some of the words out, but apparently you found a way to circumvent his automatic blocker of the term only F. Only fans. Thank you. I try. No one has TTS'd a bad word that got switched out yet. You're the first person to TTS a word that I manually switched out. I welcome you to try and find all of them. There are some really good ones in there. Of course, I did make the mistake because I'm pretty sure... Oh boy, hang on. Wait a minute, because that came up on my screen. Hang on. Don't, wait, no, you know what? Don't try that. I have to figure out how to make it so TTS doesn't, request input doesn't come up on my screen before you try that. I want to see what you type, but I don't want the VOD to see what you typed in case it is something that would get blocked, because it looks like it didn't turn your input into trifler, it just left it as is and changed what it said.
Audacious Danny says,
troublesome. Oh, fuck, here
is
we
a
go.
cum-guzzling power bottom size queen who loves to dash.
That's definitely not allowed. That is definitely not allowed. That is not cool. That is not... Oh my god, they took the YouTube stream down. Look at what you did. You took down the YouTube stream. What are you doing? You absolute mad lad. I'm kidding. You didn't take down the YouTube stream. Just messing with you. Messing with you. Got you, though. That's crazy. I didn't tell you to do anything. I did not tell you to do anything. That is a ridiculous use of free will. What did he say? I don't know. I don't know what he said. I'm not repeating it. Bro, what? I did not tell him anything. Don't you get on his side, Mrs. Shift. I am going to have to change a couple of words there. I don't think anything you said was too wrong except for frosting. You definitely should not be allowed to say frosting guzzler on my stream. That's crazy work. And that is totally inappropriate. And if someone reported me, that would probably get reviewed and I would probably get reprimanded for that. So let's not do that. I don't know how stringent Twitch is. Honestly, I really don't know. And I honestly don't really care. I just don't want my stream taken down. I gotta follow the rules. Should change it to frosting. Can you write that down, babe? Oh, Bryce, you just missed the funniest moment of the whole stream. All right, let's go stab some orphans and relieve my, evil. Because that was some crazy, absolutely crazy sheesh. Wild stuff, wild behavior. Hilarious, but wild behavior. Totally funny, but also totally inappropriate behavior. You should be ashamed, is what I would say if I were like a 90-year-old. As far as I know, your stream is 18 plus, so as long as you aren't actively doing it on stream, you're fine. Fatherless behavior. Yes, hoping for grace. Absolutely. But hang on. All right, no, actually, let's not offend Danny too much. Guys, let's update our auto petter count. We got 46 now, and we have opened up just 10,000 mystery boxes. Oh, and I actually don't even think I updated our total, because we have more in here. So hang on, what's our total? Our total is 10,995. I thought I updated that, but okay. Interesting. Are those all the same? Anyways, all right, so we got a lot of boxes. If it's marked mature, you can rib dabs while gambling real money and lighting your desk on fire. I remember what he said. He called me a frosting guzzling, power, rock bottom, size queen. Which he's wrong about, all right? I'm actually a frosting guzzling size king. Let's be real about this. Let's all get on the same page, okay? And don't quote that out of context. Accurate. Does keeping the door closed on barns and coops affect loot? Yes, it does. Not much though. I mean, only in the winter. Otherwise, it does affect it slightly, but not meaningfully in any way whatsoever that you'll notice. All right, let's go do some orphan stabbing and try not to get arrested by the government or Twitch. Anybody really? All right, and I'd love to get Robin working on.
Says, yeah, there are 400,000 words in the English language, and there are 7 of them that you can't say on television. What a ratio that is! 399,993 to 7. They must really be bad. They'd have to be outrageous to be separated from a group that large. All of you over here, you 7, botted words. That's what they told us they were, remember? That's a bad word. No bad words, bad thoughts, bad intentions, and words. You know the 7, don't you, that you can't say on television?
Oh my god, it cut him off.
Fork.
So shift, piss, and fork. It cuts you off at the end of them. Oh, Fred couldn't finish your entry, Mantis. That is the classic George Carlin. Yep. I knew I recognized it. Where is my savage ring? I know I have a savage ring. All right, maybe I don't have a savage ring. Interesting. All right, we'll have to go get it from the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, there's a 500 character limit. So Twitch will only package your input. Here's the savage ring that I never picked up. I don't know. Do you want to be refunded? I feel like I think you got the idea across. You got to say 3 of them. What are the other 4? Just out of curiosity. I think I know what they are. Where? God dang it, where the hell are my... Alright, let's break up this ring that has the warrior energy on it, and instead of the warrior energy, we'll roll with the savage ring. We'll see if that helps us speed things up a bit. Oh, what did I do? I did something. All right, that's going there. Warrior ring can go in here. Stunt, box cutter, Muthor, flocker, teats, fort, third, and swat. Thanks for the family-friendly version of that joke. Gave you a warning? Oh. Yep. The only one of those words got, only the C word got blocked. Automod did not block anything but the C word. You weren't allowed to say the C word. That was the one. That's where Automod drew the line. Same energy as calling Clint a clunt. That's actually, that would be an appropriate switching of the, hang on, we got this Legend of Zelda ass music in my freaking ear. Talk about, yeah, the see you next Tuesday word. Yep. Yeah, the see you next Tuesday you're not allowed to say. I actually think that word's in poor taste and I'd never use it. But that's because I came from a bad family. 17 milliseconds, repeat until stop. Just getting the auto clicker ready. Actually, I want to just dump all this crap here because this is going to totally slow us down if we don't dump it. Think it tastes pretty good. I freaking...
Me too.
Family-friendly stream. Family-friendly stream. It is 8:30 p.m. Danny, what the hell? Wait a minute. You're playing for both teams, so you always come out on top? God dang it, that's not integrity. Sorry, YouTube. Guys, we gotta keep things PG. 13. That means we can talk about, like, we can allude to things, but we shouldn't explicitly say them. But if you can find a way to say it in a clean way, you can say whatever you want. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. Oh my God. Look, I was in the military. Enough. Enough said. I understand. I think I understand. Yes, PG-13 as you slaughter thousands of ghost children. Very family-friendly. Yeah, well, you know what? This is Stardew Valley, okay? Just because I'm dispatching orphans doesn't mean that it's not a family-friendly game. I mean, look at all the pineapples. Look at all the pretty pineapples.
Aren't the pineapples so pretty? Don't look at the murder over here. Just look at the pineapples. Look at those yellow numbers. All right, hang on. My auto clicker decided to activate. I also didn't take my luck. Hey guys, all right. Here's the deal. Guys. I'm gonna go. I got to request an upgrade from Robin anyway, so let me do that, and then I'm gonna put in a prediction. All right. Prediction's gonna be, I don't know, what do you think we'll get, like 700 golden mystery boxes today? I'm a veteran? No, I'm not a veteran. I was reading out somebody else's, I was reading out Danny's message, who is a veteran. Do. Mrs. Shift, do you think you could start a prediction? Oh, shh. You guys,
Orb literally said earlier, how long do you think it'll take for him to notice that to stop even noticing the symbol he put on? Thanks for that. Do I have any pets IRL? I wish. They're expensive. The only pet I really have is my in-laws. They have a dog who we just absolutely adore, and when we go visit, we're really visiting for the dog and not them. Let me just get this right. Everything's all set. Yeah, we should be good. Let's start grinding. Which message got removed? Yeah, the pricking your finger one. I only removed it because I definitely didn't want to let that just slide. I don't really care. You're fine. I know you're just testing my auto mod. I think you got your point across. Ooh, the speed boost is pretty nice. This might make a big difference. Oh. I watch more George Carlin. I tried turning on George Carlin, because me and Mrs. Shift like to watch comedy sometimes. But it wasn't her cup of tea that night, I guess, because I had to turn it off. That was a while ago. You remember. I'd love to sit down and watch all the Carlin stand-up. The thing about his jokes is they're not really jokes. They're just kind of like observations of reality, critiques of modern-day living and the government. Legendarily crass. Well, yes, exactly. His jokes are... He's so based that his comedy is really just him talking and being based. Of course it's relevant. You know who's still relevant? Plato, Aristotle, Socrates, Marcus Aurelius. Turns out when you're someone who can see reality for what it is and articulate your views and the things you leave after you pass away tend to stick forever. Because it's not really your opinion, it's just what reality is. Keep your philosophy out of this nice Christian Stardew stream. I'm just saying, that's... Who knew being right was a timeless trait? Turns out if you're right, people will remember you for being right. Carlin basically took being right and turned it into an art form. Yeah, I have not read all of Aurelius's work. I only just started it and then I stopped reading it, and this was like a year ago. I wouldn't say he's psychotic. Dude was just the emperor of Rome. I mean, he just saw things a different way. He had to think about something, right? Had to spend his time thinking about something, being the most educated person in human history at the time. Ah, that's good. Nice little fart sound to break it up a little bit. See, this is what we need. Yesterday we were talking about astrophysics and philosophy for like 45 minutes, and nobody was in chat redeeming fart sound effects to break it up. So it just sounded like a forum instead of a fart do stream. Had a micro sleep where I was falling, so I just randomly flinched. Yeah. Aren't those the worst? That's how you know you were really sleeping, though. When you get one of those, falling and then you wake yourself up, sequences when you're falling asleep, that's how you know you're tired. Oh, you're tired. Them eyes are getting shut against your will. That's okay, Bryce. It's okay. We just missed a few parts, but it's not a big deal. We have a very healthy redemption log. Looks like people run probably 30 to 40 rewards every stream, sometimes 50. On the 10-hour stream, we got almost 100. So, I'm glad you guys like the rewards pool. I really am. And I try to keep it evolving as much as I can so it stays fresh. Because you lack the fart counter. That's how you draw on YouTube crowd. Astrophysics and fart sounds? Sign me up. No, exactly. The fart counter is going live on Saturday. I thought the voice changer reward was going to be more technical. And I wanted to just get it out of the way because I didn't want to miss the deadline. I was really happy that it was easy enough to get ready for just this stream. But now, the next thing I want to do is get a fart counter set up. So that's definitely on the agenda. Read an article today about how the definition of decadence has shifted over the last 2,000 years, and it was really interesting. You can judge a whole era by how it views excess and pleasure. Absolutely. I mean, kings were basically just fat. Fat. They like to eat. Richest people in existence during their era. And they used it to have feasts and feed their people. There were two things they valued. Yeah, obviously they liked gold, some of them, depending on which one. They liked shiny stuff, they liked material stuff, but sharing in food was one of the big things. At least that's what I know of. Are you referring to something else? Alternating revolutions for or against pleasure. Yeah. I like to think about Earth and all of humanity on it as like a big party. And it's a huge party, right? And over time, the population flows between the decadent and the prude. I think that would be a good opposite. And you get the alternating eras. And sometimes the party shifts to one genre, and then it's that genre for too long, and that genre gets old, and then a new genre takes over. Why is your gold counter not going up during the massacre? I'm just haven't. I probably could figure that out, but I'm not going to do that. I only put my effort into production things like that if they're long term. This challenge, the counter is going to be gone in like 30 more streams, so I'm not going to figure out how to parse the game code while the game is running and update that counter. Yeah, I just update it at the end of every day. Somehow we're all of the eras at once because we live in the past and the future at the same time. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. What are you saying? Looks like we never got a prediction up. Mrs. Shift, you really can't do predictions? It's alright. If you're busy, don't worry about it. She's on strike? Yeah, I don't pay her. I just pay the mortgage. I don't pay her directly. Oh, you were serious? Nah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. I was serious, but it's all good. I know, like, you don't like to run them because you like to participate, so don't worry about it. I just was in the middle of doing stuff and I didn't have time to type it in and didn't feel like it. A man forcing a woman to do all the work for free? Listen, this is a symbiotic relationship. If there's a burglar downstairs, guess who's going down to fucking deal with it? Oh, is that right? You can run them and still participate, but can't pay them out? Oh, good to know. You sure she pays the mortgage too? She don't pay. This shift don't pay no mortgage. And that's fine. That's not a derogatory thing. She's just trad wife. We love her very much. We love Mrs. Shift. She does a lot for this household. I was just telling her. I was like, I haven't done laundry since we got married. She does all the laundry. Hell of a woman. Love her dearly. She's the sweetest thing in the world. And she said, you don't have to thank me. That's a sweet woman right there. She don't gotta pay no mortgage. I'll take care of that. She makes my house pretty. Makes it smell nice. Takes good care of my dumb ass. Dobby deals with the home invasion. I deal with my... I own a 44 Magnum. I really do. I'm not kidding. I own a 44 Magnum. My grandfather left it to me. She's doing the dishes and modding for me goals. Yeah. Yeah, I really lucked out. I pulled the 99th percentile. I do the dishes though. I'm not like... I do a fair amount of dishes myself. Like some nights I really do pitch in. It's tough when I'm streaming because I can't do as much because I'm also... I do my job and then I'm busy with that for most of the day. I do work remotely, but I still got to do stuff. And then I get like a 2-hour window to have dinner with her and hang out with her, and then we got to get on stream. But I try to keep up. Yesterday we had stuffed onions. Never made them before. I had some ground beef. Took a couple scoops of minced garlic, some diced onion, and then I boiled the onion itself. I delayered it because onions have layers, and then I boiled them so they're malleable, and then I stuffed, kind of wrapped them up nicely with the ground beef mixture and shoved them in some tomato sauce in the oven for like 40 minutes. It was out of this world. Out of this world. Topped it with some mozzarella cheese, slapped it with broil for 5 minutes. It was fantastic. Was my grandfather Dirty Harry? No, actually, like, he was. My grandfather was very, very cool. And the dude, all right, let's be real here. The dude had 4 wives. All right, he totally, like, he was a complete ass to my grandmother. The dude had 4 wives, left her. My father had no daddy growing up. This dude drove like Corvettes and was cigarette chain smoking, alcoholic, but thin, good looking, not like your beer belly one. Still had his hair until he was like 75. He went blind and passed away recently, but he was a Chad, all things considered. He was not a very like responsible or honorable man, but he was a Chad. He was like Dirty Harry, genuinely. And he toted that thing. And he left it to me. Mostly because he really didn't spend any freaking time with me. So he was like, oh, the kid can have my gun. Which was cool, I guess. Baller, rip. I know you have guns, Danny. I want to get more, though. The 44 isn't practical. I kind of want to just have it as a display gun. I want to get a Glock. Just for the, just to lock it in my nightstand. So I can have it. In case anything goes bump in the night. I feel a lot more confident with a Glock than I do toting around a 44 Magnum that could just totally decapitate my neighbor if I aim it in the wrong direction. Oh no. I had to get rid of mine because I made a mistake in June? No. Please tell me you're not writing your text messages to chat from a prison cell. Are you okay? Get a 9mm? I've never, I think I have fired a 9mm, but I liked the Glock better. I went to a gun range a few months ago and was trying a few of them. Mrs. Shift shot a Beretta. That was too tiny for me. It was like a smaller version of Beretta. I don't know too much about gun specs. I just know they're loud, and I know which one I liked most, and it was the Glock. It was the Glock 17. Felony? Oh boy. Well, I hope you got a good lawyer. And I hope you don't go to prison because I like having you in our streams. M&P is on par with the Glock 17 and 19 and much cheaper. Glock, you pay for the name. It's like the Nike of guns. I don't know anything about it, so that makes sense. Let's not talk about felonies on stream. Yeah, let's avoid felonies on stream. I just hope you have a good lawyer and good luck, and I hope you didn't do anything too bad. And as far as I know, you didn't until you're judged by a jury of your peers. His ankle bracelet could tell a story. Let's not make too much fun of poor Bryce. So M&P is on par with the Glock. So M&P, is that just like I look up M&P and that'll be the name, or is that an abbreviation of something else I should look up? Because I do want to get one. There's a gun store like right down the road from me. Pennsylvania's got a lot of gun stores. Yeah, they like their guns around here. I heard good stuff about Sig's. Sig Sauer's good. Okay, so Smith & Wesson, I see. I also hear good stuff about them. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with a nice lightweight 9mm. Something that'll put a big hole in somebody if you need it to, but not so big a hole that you're going to get arrested for accidentally murdering your neighbor because you aimed a little too high when you were taking down the home intruder. I would love to collect slingshots in the future. I really would. Like, I poke around on Palmetto State Armory and look at like some of the weapons they have, and they got some cool guns on there. Some stuff from like the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 days, Barrett 50 cal, and the M16 come to mind. They really have. There's a 50 cal for 10 grand. I look at that and I'm like, ooh. I could own that. I could own that gun. Peter, we could totally own that gun. It could be ours in like a minute. We got 831 golden mystery boxes today. Not bad. Oh yes, we are talking about guns. You got us started with your poetry earlier. I was looking into a good rifle. There's some really good ones. I mean, the AR-15 is not bad. Mantis is just chilling here in Canadian. Canadians. That was a good chuckle. Anyway, let's log how many golden mystery boxes we got. What the is a kilometer? 800 and what did we get? 834? I don't even remember. 831. Okay, 831, and our new total is now updating it is 11,826. We are roughly a third of the way there, guys. We've just crossed a third of the way there on golden mystery boxes, which is really, really cool. Feels good, man. Feels good. Let's see, 823. Let's go open another 1,000. Maybe we open 1,500. I don't want stream to go too late tonight. We'll open as many as we can get through before 10 p.m. and then I gotta call it a night. I need some rest. Golden animal crackers. We got another 13. Let's update our golden animal cracker count as well. I'm noticing something. Oh no, my counters got desynced. I'm gonna have to update them after stream. 341 plus 13. I got 355, which is not bad. Not bad at all. All right. Looks good. Okay. So let's go open some golden mystery boxes. We could probably name some more chickens real quick. What are you guys yapping about? Have you ever thought about legal explosives for your defense? If you get the free certification, a whole new world of pyrotechnics opens up for you. I'll just buy some fireworks, ma'am. I think I know a thing or two about explosives. Gunpowder, how hard could it be? Fires into the air like Yosemite Sam, Benton Noseball. What is it? It's a little 38 good enough? Yeah, that's true. That's actually, I think, what Mrs. Shift wants. And then we've got chilling here in American, but anti-gun. Well, you know. Everybody's got their opinions. By all means, don't be alienated because we yap a little bit about guns. I like guns, but I believe in Americans' right to have opinions on topics, and that's the thing that makes America a beautiful place, is democracy. If it weren't for our differences, we would just be like Nazi Germany. And that wouldn't be no fun either. All right, let's go open up. I'll just bring I'll bring 2 stacks of golden mystery boxes. We're not going to open 2 stacks, but we'll open as many as we can and go from there. And one thing I got to do is I got to stop and go pick up some ginger from Ginger Island before I forget, because we are still grinding that. Anti-gun for yourself, not others? Well, thank goodness. I totally understand that. Some people should not be holding guns. Some people are not good under pressure, and, you know, them having a gun only makes things worse sometimes. Fireworks got nothing on pyrotechnics, TBH. Are you talking about, like, plastic explosives? Where I don't think we're allowed to talk about that on Twitch. But is that what you're talking about? I'm just curious what you mean by pyrotechnics. I don't know anything about pyrotechnics. Here, let's go up this way. I never go up and see the tiger slimes anymore. Let's go ask the tiger slimes how they're doing. Yeah, this is bordering on no-no. Guys, we can't talk about explosives. It's bad enough I keep saying the word explosives. But it's been a great discussion. I'm glad I've got so many gun enthusiasts in the chat. That's awesome. Maybe one day we'll do a real-life live stream at the shooting range. And by the shooting range, I mean my my in-laws' 5 acres on the side of the mountain in the rural part of Pennsylvania where we can do whatever we want. Well, not whatever we want, but we could get away with damn near a lot. Tell you what. I tell you what. Yeah, multi-banks. Yeah, sorry, I'll stop. No, we got you. We got you. It's all good. Let's build. Let's craft some more ginger while we're here. More ginger ale. We're gonna need more of it. Alrighty, and now let's go and see our friend Clint. See him about opening up some mystery boxes. I think your noise went off. Didn't you? You redeemed I tell you what, right? I think you're good. You redeemed I tell you what. Is the background music loud at all, guys? Have you been... How's it been tonight? I don't even know. You can only talk about explosions if Taco Bell is in the convo. Oh my god. I got explosive diarrhea from one of them there chalupas. I'm not too mad about it. That usually happens, but could I maybe get like a coupon or something for my suffering? I'll even take like 2 or 3 free Doritos Locos if you got them. I ain't picky. I did talk over it. It dips under me. Yeah, so if there's like some ridiculous sound effect going on, it'll dip under me if I'm yapping too much. Here, I'll read this one. I'll read this one, guys.
Diplomatic sip of orphans who are diplomatic and sip a lot of diplomacy with their diplomatic sips, and orphans with the diplomatics of orphans, who are diplomats of the sips of diplomatics, and orphans who have dragon of SVDs and can run like the wind in diplomatic sipping terms. Fred loves to sip diplomatic orphans. What does that mean? Diplomatic sips of orphans who love sipping diplomatics of sipping these nuts of diplomats of sipping orphans who can sip all diplomatic things like orphans. Interesting. Valid contribution to the conversation.
I have to say, brilliant. Thank you. I think I do it a little bit more justice than Fred when I have the time to take a moment. Thankfully, the auto clicker has resolved a lot of our manual opening issues, which is great. I'm actually thinking of a faster way to do this, because I've been kind of managing the inventory as it goes. I wonder if a brief pause in between is warranted. I'm going to see. I'm going to see real quick. I have an idea for quickly managing the inventory so the auto clicker can do most of the work and I'm not like jumping between it. So once the inventory gets stuffed here, we'll do that. It won't amount to more than 10 minutes saved in the long run. No, it won't. The fastest way to do it is really to just throw things away while he's opening them. But my trouble is, like, going down the list and just throwing stuff away that I don't need, like this, might be a little bit faster, and then dumping everything else in here, and then going back. And this way, it's at least less thinking effort on my part. I don't think it'll save any time, but at least this way I don't have to think too hard. It can be quite... That's part of the reason that I leave the voice changer on by accident, is that I'm like managing this and then I forget to press the button. This is stupid. I'm not doing that. Props to people watching and not just listening. Little visual gag for you. Oh man, they're playing the lullaby music. Hang on, guys. We're gonna listen to some lullaby music. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Clint is already balling. Clint has made... I don't even know why I'm calculating this. Clint has made 250,000 G off of us already. Just opening geodes up. With his magical wizard ores and geode opening. Oh, by the way, all right, Mrs. Schiff, can you test your prediction skills if you're there? Because I got the auto clicker working. I just don't want to click off to the side and start the predictions. I want to see if you can do it anyways, just to make sure. What am I doing? I don't know. What do you think? 5 auto petters prediction? We're gonna open however many it takes to before 10 p.m. I think we can get through 1,000 at least. I think that's probably like 1,500. It's not 2,000, but I don't know, 5 auto petters. You guys think we'll get 5 auto petters again? It would really be nice for the luck to normalize. If the luck normalizes, then by the end of this stack, we should have 55 auto petters. That means we'll get 9 from this stack. You got 80 points? Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Now seems like a good time to do some plugs. Anybody over on YouTube who has not yet joined the Discord, you can join the Discord by following the link in my description. Unfortunately, I don't have the mod set up so that you could do exclamation there. You might be able to. I should probably set that up. So, no exclamation Discord, but if you want, you can go through the link in my description to access my link tree and join the Discord from there. Super straightforward. It'll take you 2 clicks. I send a live stream notification every time I'm going live, so you never miss a stream. And aside from that, I also just share some ideas about what I'm going to be doing with the YouTube videos as well. You get some behind the scenes content for free, and you will also get to interact with my community. Would love to see you join the Discord.
Things to jars of mayonnaise.
All right, we got our first auto petter already. Let's just do a little inventory management here. All right. There, they can see it now. Oh, did you go to... What'd you do? What do you mean they can see it now? Oh, you posted it yourself? Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, was that Tenya? Oh, Tenya redeemed the mayonnaise sound effect. That's nice. That's nice. Well, glad you could participate. I like to do PG-13 things to jars of mayonnaise. That's crazy. Oh, me? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. How you doing tonight?
I implemented a button so I don't leave the voice changer on.
So if you see that
Little
dot
up there, but it tells me
what
the voice
I'm
is currently
currently
using
using
right
right
now, which is awesome.
awesome.
Glad you're doing well. Oh, yes, says, why does it keep closing the tab when I try to switch back? Oh, the nicest feature is that I've actually implemented a reward for 2,500
When I was
points.
7 years old, I sat on a banana. And of course, that changed my life.
And of course, that changed my life. I set up a reminder. I have a reminder to do a lot of things after the stream, but I set up a reward that basically lets people do a hostile takeover of my voice for 200 seconds so they can set the voice changer for me. So we got a lot going on. We're quality testing it. It did work today. So yeah, things are looking good. Oh yes, I've changed colors 10 times. No, you're still the same color you've always been on my screen, bud. What do you mean? Oh, I love opening golden mystery boxes hands-free. It's so much better. I mean, this is a lot less cheese than using that mod that speeds it up. You know? Alright, so far only one auto petter, which is normal. We've opened about 200 mystery boxes. We got another, I don't know how many to go. Once 10 p.m. rolls around, that'll be it. Looks like the last few seconds to get a bet in here. You guys got probably 15 seconds left on the prediction. Looks like we got 1 believer and 2 doubters. You know I love me some believers. We're savoring it. I think you guys are going to really enjoy Saturday's stream. It's going to feel good. Last time we had a Saturday stream, we got a bunch of engagement. We got a whole bunch of new followers. We got some new subscribers. It was a really, really fun time. I had a great time. It was just a great stream. And we're going to basically just be grinding. We're going to be doing this. I'm going to try to alternate. So we'll do like an hour opening boxes, an hour stabbing orphans, and then alternate between them. We should get a lot of progress done over the course of the stream. I would bet that by the end of Saturday's stream, we'll be more than halfway done. I love stabbing orphans. I love this community. I really do. You guys are great. I love that we can all get together and say sentences we've never said before. How long are you going for on Saturday? We're going to go from 11 to 10 p.m. again, I think. I might get off a little earlier towards 9 p.m. if I'm feeling extra gassed, but I'm going to try to get a good night's sleep and do the best I can to squeeze out to 10 p.m. like I usually do. But we're going to start at 11 a.m. Mrs. Shift and I, we're going to make slow-cooked London broil. It comes out kind of like brisket if you do it right. That'll be tomorrow's dinner. Then we'll have some of that for leftovers. And she's going to make buffalo mac and cheese, buffalo chicken mac and cheese. So food should be sorted out as well. This gets me off? No, I don't think so. I don't really need to get off to open the mystery boxes. In fact, I would say this is one of the things that gets me least off. These mystery boxes freaking suck. What makes you think I've never said that before? I don't know.
Ice93 says,
that's an interesting
deprive
sentence.
Stereotypes from orphans because stereotypes are bad and orphans don't need stereotypes, but we can't deprive stereotypes because they will learn them naturally. I am now going to descend into gobbledygook. Stereotypes of orphans deprive orphans, stereotype deprive orphan, stereotype orphan of orphan of deprives of stereotyping. Fred, I love you Fred, I am sure you'll do your best. Stereotyping of orphans that can't be orphans of stereotyping deprived orphans and deprive orphans.
Why are we depriving the orphans? Do we really need to deprive them? I've noticed a theme between your last two poems. It's about depriving the orphans, but the orphans are sufficiently deprived, I think. I think we've said the word deprived too many times. It's already lost its meaning. I'm saying it, but my brain's like given up on actually applying the meaning of deprived to the word deprived. We are already sacrificing them and stabbing them, so what does it matter? Well, I would just say they're sufficiently deprived. I mean, at this point, they got to be like Griffith at the end of Berserk. Only like 2 of you are going to get that, but that's fine, because the 2 of you who got it are probably like, hey! Still at 69 follows. I think potential followers don't want to change the number. I think so, too. I think we've been stuck, you know, we've averaged at least a follower every stream for the last few streams, but we had a few big blips where we had like 5 or 6 in a stream at a time. Oh, we got a second auto petter. Nice. Pog. The 69th follower, it's nice. It's a good title to have, but I gotta say, there's probably someone really courageous out there who's willing to break it. Hoping for Grace got it. Gatsu! Koska! Griffith! Oh man, I freaking love Berserk. And if you don't get that, I just sounded like a moron. But that's okay. Anyways, whoever wants to be the 70th follower, and now here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I hate to do this to you YouTube guys, but I know there's at least 45 of you still watching over on YouTube. We had about 60 people at the peak earlier today. If just one of you comes to the stream over here on Twitch at twitch.tv/shiftesque and clicks that follow button and gets us up to 70 followers, that would get us to 70 followers. Yep. That's that's something, I know. Quite a payout. So, you know, just thinking, just spitballing, just throwing the idea, just sowing a seed. You know what I mean? You gave up on it when the potato woke up. Yeah, the Berserk anime rendition after the first one was just bad, and I don't even consider it really canon. I just read the manga. But the first 26 episodes that they did in the 90s were absolutely superb. Some of the best anime ever made. Oh yes, why is YouTube hopping? I can still be in 2 places. Oh yes, I think it's hopping because I have an established subscriber base on YouTube. So yesterday's stream popped off and got like 50-something viewers, and the average watch duration was like 38 minutes. So something about mystery box opening really enticed YouTube. And YouTube's really been pushing the stream over there, and I think it's because of my track record with, you know, just because I have almost 12,000 subs over there. So that it has people who are subbed to me to impress the live stream too. People who I'm very grateful for. I'm grateful for every single person who subscribes because I love being able to share my work and my art with people online. It's just so great. It really is. It makes me feel good. And so yeah, I think that's why YouTube pops off. Twitch, we really don't have an established following. It's a bit of a sieve that the following from YouTube kind of has to push through. Think of it like Swiss cheese. So it's another barrier to entry because there's more effort to go and follow me on Twitch and watch on Twitch. But you know, I just appreciate people sitting here watching me be a goofball for 3 hours at a time. It's fine, whatever platform they prefer. But that's not going to stop me from plugging because I got to plug at least a couple times every stream and let people know there's a VODs channel they could sub to. There's the Twitch stream they can come to if they prefer to watch on Twitch, and I count them on YouTube instead. You know, and there is a Patreon, but I try to create as many avenues for revenue as I can because it's just professional to do that, and there are people out there who are going to be kind enough to throw 5,000 bits at you for fun. Alrighty, Ketchup, take it easy. You have a great night. Always a pleasure. I think in terms of ritual, we've got a good thing going so far, though. I think part of that, the YouTube compounding concurrency, comes from people just turning on YouTube and they see my stream there, and it's a weeknight, and they've become comfortable with what they're watching. And if I could just be a voice in someone's background, that's fine. I would bet that more than half of you are just doing other stuff, and I'm the voice in the background. I think maybe 75% of you are, and that's great. That means a lot to me.
I found these in the cushions of my couch. Buy yourself something nice, big girl. Racesk.
Oh, I'm gonna. You cute ass. You and your wallet. You and that big old sexy wallet. God dang, I tell you. You're a very generous person. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really do. I can't tell you how much I do. Incredible. You got Sunglasses Shift to come out. He's a pretty cool guy. Just in time for our inventory to get filled up again. Yeah, I assume most of you are doing other stuff. Toffee47 asks on YouTube, what do you keep in your greenhouse? Wouldn't you like to know? It's full to the brim with pineapples and ancient fruit, just like Ginger Island is. There's not a single tile not being used. Oh yes, says you're the only person who streams that I actually watch the streams of. Well, thank you very much. I do try to keep things entertaining as much as I can. I mean, we were doing a pretty good job there. When we started the grind and we were doing the Skull Cavern runs to try and get auto petters from the treasure chest there, I think I was keeping it pretty entertaining. I mean, I'm not bad at this game, so I think the gameplay is entertaining for sure. And of course, I try to keep things as fast-paced as possible with the rewards and the jokes, but you know, this last week, the streams have been a little slow because we're basically just sitting here waiting for auto petters to come out of these boxes we're grinding, so. But I appreciate that still. It means a lot. Hoping for Grace says, I've played the 100% movie several times because of your voice. It's a good background voice and you got jokes. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I take VO very seriously. And I did kind of dabble a little bit with the idea of doing voiceover work when I was younger, and I love doing impressions. So that means a lot. Yeah, that's a nice little bit of validation. So I appreciate that. Yeah, voiceover work is something that I take very seriously. I'm a YouTuber, yeah. In case you had no idea, I have 2 very successful videos on YouTube and 1 very unsuccessful video, all of which are about the same quality. Goes to show that you can't just be good at making videos, you also have to have a good idea that people are willing to watch. But yes, I do YouTube. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Wink, wink. Like I don't know you already do, Mantis. Algorithm be algorithmin'. It's the truth. The good ideas are key. Good personality is just as key. It's kind of like having a triangle, right? You got to have a good idea, you got to have the good personality, and you got to have the good execution. And if you can do all 3, it seems to work. I thought that I was algorithm proof when I made a Project Zomboid movie that was entirely narrative driven and wasn't about some ridiculous challenge, but it didn't work. So I had the good personality, I had the good execution, I did not have a good idea, and only got like 2,000 views on it. And my other 2 videos have one of them passed 500,000, which is just insane for a 2-hour movie. I cannot believe I have a 500,000 view video on YouTube. Like 13-year-old me would be like shitting himself with excitement if I told him that. And the other one is nearing 250,000 as well. That one was much shorter, so I understand why the algorithm doesn't push it as much, because YouTube really rewards long-form content. The longer the video, the more engaging it is, the more it impresses, I've noticed as well. Didn't mean to put the crab there. I know, 2K is insane, and the watch time it's actually a video that has 100% like to dislike ratio. Not a single person who watched the Project Zomboid movie disliked it, which is like completely unheard of. So I know that the people YouTube showed it to loved it. It's just I don't think YouTube knew who else to show it to. It was such a niche thing, which is part of my theory as to why I didn't do as well. But I want to do another Project Zomboid movie. I really, really do. And I want to do it the same way, but I have to execute it a little bit differently. I have to make it more challenge-oriented and less narrative-driven. But if I make the package look challenge-oriented, I can get away with making it narrative-driven. I just have to basically have it in the package of, I'm gonna do this, and this is why you should click on this video. And then once you get people for like 30 seconds, they'll watch it, even if it's a narrative-driven piece. You just have to get them for 30 seconds to sit there watching and go, okay, I could get invested in this. It's all just like subliminal at the end of the day. But thank you. When I cannot see no more of this isn't very scary, but I think I can't go to the store because of this. Wait, what? My brain just malfunctioned. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I hope you're okay. That's one of those videos that will randomly get a boost in 10 years for no reason. I do think so. Vent and I have hope in my heart that one day that one will just blow up out of nowhere and I'll get a huge revenue influx from it that I'll be needing at the time, because I basically invest 100% of the revenue directly back into the platform between the editor, and now I'm paying for more character model art from our great artist Tenya. You know, most of the money just goes directly into it because I want to continue expanding, and I want to keep it feeling as professional as possible because it kind of feels like my baby, you know. I want to give it as much resources as it needs. You can ask more questions about behind the scenes, absolutely. It's given me something to talk about during this whole sequence, and I love having stuff to talk about, so I'm cool with it. You like how much you've made from it? Yeah, I'm cool with being open about analytics. So the profit limit movie made about 2,000 so far to 2,500. I can't remember exactly how much, but passively it's you know it's long tailed, so it only made about 150 last month. But the day that it came out, it made about $1,000 in like the first week, in just pure revenue. And then you get that big spike, and then it just kind of tails off afterwards. But the 100% movie has a lot thicker tail. So even though it's long tailed out, I still am getting like $200 a month out of that one. I've made about $6 grand off of the 100% movie. You know, so I haven't even broken $10,000 total revenue on any of this, but it's good. It's good money, and I've noticed that the longer the video, the more revenue you get. But you also have to engage people for all that time. So you have to do something that is going to be engaging for more than an hour to get that level of revenue, and it has to be something that you're going to grab people impression-wise early on. So yeah, I think I got really lucky with the first movie. I still attribute it to luck, but it was a container that people were willing to click on and get committed to, and then they stuck around because like the first 2 minutes I did a green screen gag, or I did that stupid hoe gag that I did that Mrs. Shift was laughing at me about doing, but I was like, no, this is gonna work, and holy crap, it freaking worked. And people immediately recognized this guy gave a shit about making this, and then they watched the whole thing. So, like, if you're into making content, my advice to you would be make it look like you give a shit, and don't just make it look like you give a shit, but actually, like, give a shit, and you will succeed. Like, it just, effort shows, and people respect effort. It's okay, oh yes. Yeah, see, even hoping for grace here. I didn't even read that. Side note, not related to literally anything but your lost footage reenactments or Kino. More, please. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I might just work them in just because they're fun. I like doing them. I like doing real-life shots. I like working real-life shots into my work. Huge Ass had a ton of them. Sometimes it's not about lost footage. It's just about...
Attention Shift. A Heist 93 has issued a legally binding hydration order.
Cheers.
Compliance
Take a sip,
is
everybody.
mandatory.
Don't make me drink alone. What are you guys drinking? Yeah, I like making a story. Sometimes it's about making a story. Sometimes it's about having fun. Sometimes it's about whipping out a green screen and just doing a gag because you can. We're not Hollywood. We're just people, but people respect that. People respect putting in effort. Diet Coke, Kool-Aid, tea, Fanta. I gotta say, if that's a multiple choice question, guys, I'm picking the Diet Coke every time. I freaking love Diet Coke. I love Coca-Cola, but I don't love the calories, so I go with Diet Coke. Don't taste exactly the same, but it's close enough. Definitely close enough. Just water tonight? Eh, that's fine too. Gotta have your water. In fact, I'm a little behind on hydration myself. I gotta take a drink too. Diet Coke is fantastic. It's actually pretty affordable too. The only thing that sucks about it is that it has a lot of caffeine, so it's like having a coffee when you have one. So I can't drink it after like 4 p.m. or I won't be able to sleep, I've noticed. But it's great to have it like a barbecue in the afternoon with a nice savory dish of something else. I'd love a fridge cig, but I'm cutting out artificial sugar and caffeine this month. Oh, fridge cig sounds so good. I haven't had a cigarette in 2.5 months. And before then, I hadn't had one in about 3 months. All year, I've probably had about 40 cigarettes. That's good. If you're a cigarette guy, you know that that's not a lot of cigarettes. Fridge cig plus Diet Coke. Oh, I have never smiled a day in my life. I know you typoed that, but that is so funny. I have never... We're all just talking about stuff we're drinking, and then Mantis comes in and says...
I have never smiled a day in my life.
It's like Desmond from Smiling Friends. That was so funny. You say unfortunate typo, I say fortunate typo. I'm like 7 cigars all year. I do have 2 cigars in my cabinet, but I'm saving them for a special occasion. I might have one after Thanksgiving dinner. I like to have one when I've had a huge meal with family. Gives me a reason to go outside and not talk to anybody. Fridge Sig is a Diet Coke. That's an interesting. Is that what that always meant? I literally thought people just put cigarettes in the fridge, and I've never tried it because I just recently heard of that for the first time. I was like, oh yeah, you know, honestly, cool down the tobacco before you smoke it. Yeah, maybe that gives it a nice icy finish. Stop it! Don't give me the U shape. Stop it! Don't make fun of me. I don't know anything.
Why you guys gotta make fun of me? Fridge cigs work, by the way. It's a nice smoke. Thank you. That's what I'm thinking. As someone who knows, I like menthols.
Turn off voice changer. I like a menthol cigarette. I like an icy finish. And I'm like, oh yeah, throw it in the freezer for a little while. Throw it in the freezer for half an hour. Come back to it. I bet it won't hurt. Danny's right. Don't do drugs. It's okay. It's okay. I know I'm easy to make fun of. That's part of the character. Nothing harder than Cheech and Chong. I would say if you're going to do drugs, don't do them for a long time. And don't talk about doing them live on Twitch because that's against terms of service. I would never advocate for doing any form of drugs. Remember, kids, drugs are bad, okay? Drugs aren't good for you, okay? If you do drugs, you're gonna fail in school, okay? How appropriate that that's the one you pulled, because that's from South Park too. Yeah, that was a pretty good combo. Combo breaker. Alrighty, I'll do it again.
A Heis 93 has issued a legally binding hydration order.
Again!
Compliance is mandatory.
Again! We need Randy singing the Buffalo Soldier song. If you send it to the Discord, I'll pin it and I go over them all and I add them. In fact, my hands are free. I can write that down. Let me write that down. What's the cooldown on hydration? 5 minutes. Because I don't want you guys spamming that one. Let's see here. Buffalo Soldier Randy. Okay. Yeah, I'll look for that one. That should be easy to find. A lot of the time, if it's not a direct, like sound effect that I can pull from like my instance, which is usually the easiest and the first place I look for these, I'll go on YouTube and I'll just download the audio from a YouTube video. My trouble is if I do that, then I can't trim it, so I have to just take whatever it gives me because the YouTube audio downloader that I get is finicky and it only gives me MP4A as the file instead of MP3, and then if it's not MP3, I can't put it in Audacity and mess with it. I don't know if anybody knows a way around that or if there's a better place I could download YouTube videos from to just get the raw audio from them. But if you can suggest something or you've done anything with that before and you know a place that'll let me download YouTube audio video, like a YouTube link that I put in and it gives me an MP3, that would be awesome. I could probably use DaVinci. I guess I could use DaVinci to export it, but then that just adds another layer of work to my workflow. And I try to keep the workflow as quick as possible because there's so many moving parts that go into this streaming stuff. So the sound effects curation, I try to keep quick. Literally Google YouTube MP3 converter. Okay, I'll give it a shot. The one I use is just a favorite I've had for a while because it works, but that's how I got a few of the clips I put in the movies. But I could, yeah, MP3 converter makes sense. I'm sure there's a free one. It'll probably get removed, but I'll just favorite it until it, you know, stops working. I do have to balance the audio though, because they're all over the place. Yeah, I mean, I have a normalized filter on it. my trouble is, like, I don't want them to just destroy your ears. I don't want them to hurt headphone users. So some of them I've turned down, and I might have overcompensated, and that obviously has affected their integrity a bit. So now if I go and I try to put them back in Audacity and turn them up, I can do that. I just don't want to destroy people's ears, because that's a reason people will leave a stream. The last thing I want is for people to click off. People aren't going to click off if the sound effect's too quiet. They're going to click off if the sound effect's too loud. So it's kind of it's a tightrope. And the only way I can tell, this is the funniest part, the only way I can tell if a sound effect is too loud is to turn my speakers all the way up and hurt myself by testing them all. And that gets old after like an hour of destroying my ears. Alrighty, Mantis, have a great night. You have an Opera plugin that pulls videos. Interesting. Alrighty, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on Saturday, hopefully, if you stop in. Be live all day. I see you said you have an Opera plugin that pulls videos. I don't use Opera GX, but maybe I should. Maybe one day. Oh my gosh. I thought you were saying goodnight. It was a joke. All right, hit me with the U shift. Hit me with the U shift. I'm sorry. I'm so used to being, you know, I want to provide patronage as a streamer. So if someone says, "Oh, I'm clicking off. Good night," or "Oh, that's it. I'm leaving," I'm just so wired to be like, "Okay, good night. Thanks for having a fun time with us tonight. Hope we see you soon." It's like a restaurant. I thought you were getting up from your table. Exactly. That's I thought you were that emote that Mrs. Shift just typed. He isn't smart, Mantis. Give him grace. Also, oh yes, just having a stroke over there. So polite. Are you Minnesotan? Oh no, I'm not from Minnesota. I'm from Pennsylvania. But we're just as polite here, yay? Minnesotans are just Canadians light. They're just the American Canadians. The Midwestern goodbye of Twitch. It's true. Just saying all right and then leaving a room. I do it all the time. And I'm not even Midwestern. That's my preferred way of saying goodbye to people, is just, well, all right. It's so common. Well, all right. Alrighty then. Oh, that's the one. Alrighty then. Oh my goodness. If you don't know true politeness until you've said, well, true briefness, I guess. You don't know true brevity unless you've ended a conversation with, well, alrighty. You have a good one now. Canadians wish they could be American. I'm looking at you, Mantis. Alrighty, so far we've only gotten 2 auto petters, so, you know, just I wouldn't say an unlucky day so far, because we definitely got great luck earlier. We're at about 12, which is still more than we should have after 2,000 boxes, and we're not even through this stack, so that's fine. A little unlucky on the stack itself, but I think we're doing all right. I'll take 2 over 1 or none. I'm good with my healthcare, thank you, and my country's leader. At work today, I literally did sorry, I got a, and then didn't finish, but I was actually busy. I don't think we've ever gotten none out of 1,000 yet. We've at least gotten 1 out of 1,000 before. Usually, I think 2 was our floor. So, yeah. Don't even get me started on healthcare, though. I could get started on healthcare. Costs too much. Costs too much to get too little. American healthcare, it is the best in the world, American healthcare. It's just very, 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 very expensive. But do you guys have a health savings account in Canada? Yeah, it is a nightmare. A nightmare for healthcare employees, too, I bet. You guys are probably dealing with so many patients, especially with the aging demographics in our country, too. So you have so many older people with ailments, I bet, that you have to deal with. They come in whenever they stub their toe. Meanwhile, I contemplate whether I should go to the hospital if I got a frickin' 7-inch gash in my head. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll heal. No, I don't want the bill. I can't afford it. Yeah, I'm insured. I just don't want to pay my deductible. Wild. Yeah. I don't blame you for getting out of healthcare entirely. It's a shit show. The thing I was going to say about health savings accounts, though, guys, is if you do have an HSA account through your employer, and, you know, this is like my job, so finances, I didn't even know about these until recently, until it became like my job to know about how they work. And not a lot of people know that you can straight up just like circumvent taxes and save money for healthcare, like co-pays, deductibles, even if you're insured. So anything healthcare related, you can pay out of an HSA account. If you're, I don't even know if they offer private ones. They might offer private ones. Basically, the idea is you withhold pay before taxes from your job or your wages, and then you put it into a savings account. You can't use a savings account for anything but healthcare related expenses. Sometimes you can even use it to pay for insurance premiums. The whole benefit, though, is that it's before state taxes, it's before local taxes, and it's before federal income tax and federal taxes. So, like, it's a three-peat. No tax comes out of the wage, which is like saving most people like 30% of it these days between all the taxes that people have to pay now. And you get to apply it to your exorbitantly expensive healthcare. Anyway, there you go. There's your tax advice for the day. You can put up to $8,500 and change into it this year by law in a family account. And I'm thinking about, now that I'm married and me and Mrs. Shifter doing our best to be independent, I'm thinking I'm seriously gonna not max it out, but put a meaningful sum of money into it going forward to save myself on taxes, and also to put aside some money that can go to paying for perhaps childbirth expenses or other things that we may have to face in the future that are exorbitantly expensive. $4,300 tax-free per year and investable, mini 401k, but you can use it for healthcare. That's true. Yes, it is investable. Yep. I forgot about that, Venton. Good point. Yeah. It basically works like a 401k. The investment return is entirely tax-free as well. So there's not even capital gains on it if the investment appreciates. It's incredible. Stubble Nub, I don't know if that's a thing. I think HSA is entirely a savings account. It's not like FSA. FSA is a flexible spending account, and you will lose that if you don't spend it within the year. But the HSA is a different animal. The HSA is entirely preservable. You don't have to spend it all in a year. As far as I know, the one that I have. I don't know if there are some that package themselves as a deal that says you have to spend a certain amount of them. Yeah. There's a man in the news recently that was impaled while hiking, and instead of calling someone to fly him out, he walked 10 miles down the mountain. There was one I watched recently of a woman who got a little winded on a 2-mile hike, and instead of walking back, they called in a $90,000 helicopter ride and had to carry her out like a cow in a sling hanging from the bottom of the helicopter because she was so portly. And she cannot afford the bill, so the state is going to pay for it. Don't be that person, guys. You can use them for things like prescriptions and even glasses. Yeah, anything related to your healthcare. Anything related to your healthcare, including insurance premiums, but not all insurance premiums. Only certain Cobra benefits. So plans that are specifically related to kind of like, I'm not even going to pretend I know what Cobra is. Not your standard healthcare. Something that goes through an employer that you get for a certain amount of time after, I think it's termination, honestly. You can spend it on sunscreen? Oh, that's a new one. I did not know you could spend it on sunscreen. From what I remember from our HSA that we had for a while, keep your EOBs, explanation of benefits and receipts. You absolutely need to submit your documentation well. Definitely. Definitely. But if it's for a good enough reason, you shouldn't have to worry. The receipt should be plenty, and all you have to do is maintain it for if you're asked. Yeah, HSA, guys. Go with HSA. If you're having trouble with insurance, or if you're having trouble with a medical issue, but you have an opportunity to go to an HSA, let's say you're getting taxed too much, the HSA is your friend. Same thing with a 401k. Anything that you can save from getting taxed. Taxes freaking suck. That's what it is. Cobra's available for any leaving of a job, not just termination/layoffs. That's what it is. What does Cobra stand for again? Help me. Because I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to like say it and not know it. You guys are getting a tax lesson tonight while I open golden mystery boxes. How's everybody feel about that? Are we learning stuff? Are we learning here at the shiftesque fart news stream? Feels good, man. Feels right. You know what doesn't feel good? The fact that we haven't got a third auto petter yet. Cobra stands for the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act. So a bunch of gobbledygook so they could get a cool acronym out of it. Got it. Makes sense. Mantis, don't blow my head up too much. Otherwise it'll implode and I'll get the U-shape again. You thought I worked in IT though? I did why I thought that. I work in payroll. So I make sure that the people at my job get paid. That's my job. So I have to like know these deductions now because people ask me questions about their pay and I like need to know specifics about it. Here's another one for you guys. Did you guys know there's a Social Security tax limit? So even people who make exorbitant amounts of money only had to pay up to $11,490 this year in Social Security tax. But me and you who aren't going to pay more than $11,000 in Social Security tax, every paycheck we got to pay our Social Security tax out. That's an interesting one I learned. One last poem for the night. I can't wait to see. We will watch your career with great interest. Alrighty, one last brain cell. It's okay. If we don't see you Saturday, I won't cry too much, but we'll miss you.
We'll miss you dearly.
You are a peach. You're a kind-hearted soul, I can tell. Ducking out at 10? Yep, 10 p.m. That's the hard cutoff tonight. The one believer may be screwed on this one. What's a Social Security? You do know what a Social Security is, right? I assume Canadians have a similar tax. It's called the pension, basically. The Social Security is the pension. You obviously know this. You must know this. Even Canadians, if I know Canadians, they're invested in American politics more than Americans a lot of the time, just because you guys are nosy. Yes, I was shitting you. Good. Thank goodness. Yeah, you guys know a thing or two. Honestly, the only reason you know, though, is because we're like that neighbor that you have to keep an eye on, because if you don't, he'll like accidentally flood your lawn or put a bullet through your house if you guys don't keep an eye on him. Damn straight. You gotta watch out for those Americans. Never know what the hell they're gonna do next. Just the shifty ones? Yeah, there's a handful of them. Pretty big hand, too. Just the shifty ones, and I don't mean you, Shift. I see what you did there.
Whoa!
That was pretty funny. She clipped it. Go home. I think you're drunk. These are not alcoholic. These are just regular seltzers. I swear. I'm just a little eccentric. Man, talk about getting skunked. Only two auto petters from that one. Well, I'll keep opening as many as I can get through before 10 p.m. That one believer may still have a shot, but it's kind of bleak. Oh, wrong button. We got hosed, Tommy. We got hosed. Orphans who have
Orphans who have high stakes are looting the shops of orphans who are at war looting, and are on high stakes with the IRS for evading taxes via looting. And then, orphans cannot see this looting with their own stakes because their eyes would be at stake because Fred has actually ripped an orphan's eyes out after he looted his house. With high stakes with orphans who fear the high stake looting because stakes and looting, this with high stakes, the orphans will loot Shift for his crimes against them.
heavy stuff, man. Heavy stuff. How do you come up with this stuff? Incredible, really. Honestly. You have to use the Orko voice for the hosed line. I still don't know who Orko is. Who is Orko? You've mentioned this 3 streams in a row, and I still have not received any explanation about who that is. Or maybe I have and I missed it. You put it in Discord? It just comes to me somehow. I think of it on the spot. Your creative mind, you really are. You really are. Oh, I hope we get at least like 2 more auto petters before the end of stream here. Anything else I can plug? I plugged Discord. I plugged the VODs channel. I plugged that we're streaming on Saturday. Again, I just want to make this clear to everybody. I hope everybody's still watching. Just to let you know, we are going to be live at 11 a.m. on Saturday, much earlier than usual. I do plan to do an all-day stream. If you join us on Twitch, you will be able to access the rewards that I have here, including the voice changer and the sound effects that have been debuted tonight. I will be adding more sound effects, so if you're interested in playing some sound effects over on Twitch, there will be some new, fresh ones. I'll surprise you with a handful, I'm sure. And of course, you do have the option to continue playing fart sounds at your leisure, if that is your personal flavor of sound effect. You do not have to randomize them. You can choose to play a fart sound if that is the way that you swing. All right. check the Discord. Anyways, goodbye. Have fun opening boxes. The timer's only 2 hours because I crashed OBS. Yes, it is. Yeah. I actually am gonna have to figure that out because now I have to. I think I might have to combine the VOD. Admittedly. Hang on. Let's go check the Discord really quickly. Is it in art and memes? Oh, the stickers. Oh, that's so cute. Is that Duchess Taco? That is so cute. I love Spiel. I really do. You seem to love Spiel too. Orko is a character from Masters of the Universe franchise. The character was not originally developed for the 1980s toy line, but was instead created by Filmation to provide comic relief. Interesting. I will... So he's from He-Man, basically, is the idea. Is that the idea? Yeah, you did say that. I do remember you saying that. So what does he sound like? I mean, can you... I'm going to have to go watch a clip of him to know what he sounds like. I bet I could do an impression of him. I can do an impression of pretty much anybody. A poor one, but I can do an impression of pretty much anybody. Like your voice with its high pitch.
So he kind of sounds like this. And like, with what kind of inflection? Is he like a southern, or is he kind of like a... Is he like a, hey, I tell you what. like Goofy, or is he kind of like a strong-willed? Like a, I take everything very seriously. And I believe that wizardry is very important, He-Man. Like that? Does it sound kind of like Double D? From Ed, Edd and Eddy? I'm picturing Double D with the image that you sent.
That last one was good?
Whoa! You had better watch out! You had better watch out! Because my impressions, my blind impressions will come and they will take you down. I also got a third auto petter.
I'm just, like, doing, like, this is what I would do in my room by myself when I was not cool in high school. Shit, pack it up, it's bedtime. You went too far? I'll fucking do it again. Yep, everything looks good over there. Everything looks good over here. We got a third auto petter, which is great. We got 4 more minutes on the auto petter timer. The demons told me to. Do you guys know that one spoof of it's Mickey Mouse and Goofy in a Vietnam scenario? Hey, 4th auto petter, holy crap. There's a chance the believers might get it. Do you guys know that one spoof of the Vietnam style Goofy and Mickey Mouse? I'm doing it for my country, Goofy! Oh! I can't remember who's doing it for their country. I just know that one of them gets shot at the end. I think it's Goofy. Mommy Slayer 66. Hey, I'm Omar. Wish you the best. That is a wild name. Welcome to the stream. That's a very...
What are you doing over there? What would compel you to make your name that? That is a very interesting and intriguing name, I must say. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. We are signing off shortly, but thank you for the good luck and thank you for the well wishes. So he's like Jar Jar Binks, huh? Interesting. Time flies hanging with me. That means so much to me. I'm glad I can make a mundane evening go a little bit faster. Of course, then again, I'm not so glad because that means you have to go to work or school faster, but yeah, well, as long as we all have a fun time, right? If he is Mommy Slayer, does that mean I would be... I'm not reading that.
I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. That's crazy. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. You shouldn't have typed that. Why'd you type that? That's crazy. Are you okay? Do we need to talk, like, outside of stream? Do we need to have a discussion? You alright? Are all your screws there? I know you exclamation nurse me sometimes, but do you need an exclamation nurse?
You're funny, Danny. You're a funny person. Do you expect anything else out of this chat? No, I don't. I don't. Sometimes you guys talk about astrophysics. When did we get a follower? Why do we have 70 followers? Did I miss something? Whoever followed, thank you. Why the hell are my alerts not playing? Yeah, we were talking about astrophysics last night, Tenya. You missed it. I didn't hear the sound go off either. Who followed me? Whoever followed, could you just mention it? I just want to make sure I thank you. Because the number went up from 69 to 70. And I have to check and make sure nothing's broken now. I'll review the alerts. Definitely before Saturday. That's strange. I gotta look at the events. And that is our last box. It's you? Well, thank you very much for following, Mommy Slayer. Your name is hilarious. Alright, guys. Pack it up. I am going to redeem the prediction. Unfortunately, we did not get 5 auto petters, but that's okay. I'm going to update my totals here. We're not going to leave right away, so you don't have to click off right now. But, I'm not going to raid right now. I guess I could raid. Somebody throw a name at me. I don't know. Hang on. Let me update my counters first. All right. Let me update my counters, and then we'll... we got our 50th auto petter, which is huge. That's a huge milestone. 50 auto petters is awesome. We opened 1,000, and then 137. So we opened 1,137. All right. We're looking pretty good on Golden Mystery Box openings as well. And I'll update the Golden Animal Crackers next stream. And yeah. Here, who are we raiding? We're going to raid Blade? Let's raid Blade. You guys want to go raid Blade and Chorse him? You guys want to go raid him? I'd love to raid Blade. Let me just make sure I go copy and paste his name, because that would be so funny if I did not put his name in right. All right. Let's raid him. Let's raid him. Let's frickin' raid him, guys. Let's raid Blade. And then I'll do my little spiel really quickly. I hope you guys had a fun night tonight. I had a great time. It's been a wonderful week streaming with you. I will be off tomorrow, but I will definitely see you for an all-day stream on Saturday. So thank you guys so much for being with me this week. Everybody who showed up for every stream so far, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Hope you all have a great night. I hope you have a great Friday, and I hope you have a great start to your weekend. And I'll see you again at 11 a.m. on Saturday for another wonderful grind stream. Go give Blade some chorses. You should be able to type chorse now. So chorse him up. Let him know. Let him know chorse exists, and see what his reaction is. This will be hilarious. Alrighty. All right, good.